Hey everybody, it's Justin, your guide into the other side. Let's jump back into Legends of the Mar. We have a couple things on our plate today, from Biogenic Swamp Fragments, as well as the new patch updates that we're getting every single Wednesday. I also want to talk and touch on the ship parts and how that's going to work. We got an update on that as well. So let's just kind of jump right in and see what's going on. I can already notice a couple of the quality of life updates from the patch that happened this Wednesday. We actually have a hunt timer, so you can see how far you are progress, to defeat your Shattered Goliath and get that loot box. But I also want to talk about sediment fragments. So I know it says 5% for Biogenic Swamp. That's not correct. We're actually at 0 right now. The people who have, farmed those just have to click that harvest all button. But basically, we got an update from Yuga Labs Gaming. Voyagers, all Biogenic Swamp fragments have been farmed and are awaiting harvest in Season 1. Odas assigned to farming on Biogenic Swamp OtherGuide will not receive any new fragments for harvest. So you're going to, if you have a farmer, if you have, a coda sitting on a deed that's farming the Biogenic Swamp fragment tier, then you're definitely going to want to move that to a different tier like Chemical Goo, Rainbow Atmos, Cosmic Dream, or Infinite Expanse. So then you can utilize the Odas that you have to actually produce something. So keep that in mind. I can already see Chemical Goo going by really quickly. Cosmic Dream next. Followed by Rainbow Atmos and Infinite Expanse. So basically, let's jump into the hunt. I'm kind of, just kind of an quick update here. I'm defeating my, I'm still on my first Sidian boss on my tier 2 of the deed. I'm sitting here with my Epic Hunter. I'm actually going to drop this juicy Firestorm ability. So honestly, it just sets my Sidian on fire. But also, to pull over to the leaderboard, obviously we have our master chest. We're trying to pull all of these stuff, and the master chest will have a lot of stuff inside of it. You can get legendary loot from Forgotten Ruins, Serum City, and also ship parts. I know I didn't talk about that in the last video, but here I am. I'm going to talk about it now. It ranges from common to legendary, with regards to the hangars as well as the engines. So it seems like we can pull two of the whatever, parts that we're going to need. So do keep that in mind and keep an eye on that when we start pulling loot with regards to ship parts. So I also want to go and check out the patch notes. So once the game was back up and running on Wednesday, we have 2 pieces of information related to release notes on the camp as well as the Shattered. So the camp, I won't necessarily bore you too much with this. This is just UI updates, stuff with wallets, improvements to, detailed view, etc., fixing some backend issues with wallets and bugs. But the interesting and the more juicy part is actually the release notes with regards to Shattered. They fixed some poison abilities to account for when weaken debuff is active. They also talked about Shattered games starting and fixing that when the first hunter is assigned. They also fixed chest reward screens being delayed after defeating a Shattered, and so on and so forth. There was also a really important one with regards to where buffs and overtime effects remained active even when Odas were unassigned. So, a lot of the unintended use cases were, fixed. A lot of that stuff was updated. I'm not sure necessarily how they're going to calculate the end of the season like leaderboards, but we'll see how that pairs out. So also, let's jump over to the spaceships. So I know a lot of people are wondering how spaceships work. So we got an update on that today. So in Legends of the Mar, spaceships are the best way to travel. You can build one with parts that are found in loot chests, but you'll have to defeat Shattered first. So if we open up this ancient machinery screenshot, we can actually see a couple of the other like hangar parts that we still have to accumulate over time. I haven't seen these 2 in any loot boxes, and I'm assuming these are what the ships look like. And this one looks like I think this looks like a Star Wars ship. I forgot what it's called. This one looks pretty cool too. So if they're unique, if they're different, if there's a new collection that we can build unique, Legends of the Mars ships for, by all means, I'm for that. That sounds super exciting, very unique. But I don't necessarily know how we're going to get the other parts. So although millions of years old, it still works, kinda. So that's pretty exciting. I'll have to look more into, how that's going to work. But I also want to talk about other guilds update with regards to ships. There are 6 unique components, and you need 10 parts to complete each component. Ooh, that's actually a lot, right? So they have a screenshot here. I'll read that in just a second. But Season 1 has engine and hangar parts. So you will need 10 engine parts and 10 hangar parts to build 1 engine component and 1 hangar component. Also, assuming there are 2 components that will be released per season, then we will have all the necessary components to build ships by the end of season 3. Ooh, okay, interesting timing. I'm not sure what will happen in season 4 and beyond, or whatever, what that timing is going to look like, but that's probably a little bit of alpha. So if you haven't started hunting now, might be the time. So we actually had this, I don't know where to find this. It took me a while to, I don't know where to find this, but this is apparently an official screenshot. So to construct a ship, players will need to gather enough ship parts that they can build the 6 unique components. Each component will help require 10 parts to complete its construction. It's currently in season 1. Okay, so it's just a reiteration of the overall post. But basically, when constructing a component, the ship parts can be of any rarity, though higher rarity parts will contribute more to your ship's overall power. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know necessarily what to think about this yet, or how this is going to construct, or how all these things are going to work. But it's definitely going to be important to pick up the loot. At least get a couple of the components. Defeat your shattered. Maybe at the end of the season, I guess maybe pick up some engine parts or whatever parts that you need if you're missing any. But base stats for ship parts. Are we going to use ships for like flying around? Maybe other extracurricular activities. I have no idea. Very exciting. I haven't had time to digest this. I actually just got to work, so I'm just as starting out as everybody else. But it's very exciting to see. And I'm super juiced to at least get some parts and build a juicy ship. So definitely let me know if you found anything interesting in this video by hitting that like and subscribe button. All the links will be in the description. And you know where to find me: Twitter, Discord. I'll always be here. But otherwise, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.